coach was very clear that he supported Kenny Stills' ideals. At the same time, he said, the man's not playing well. So, you don't like how it is? Do something about it with your play on the field. Right. That's fine.
Just to play devil's advocate here, I mean, is it possible that Coach Flores could have just taken a different route to delivering this message? That the way he did it was perhaps insensitive? And maybe the fact that he is black actually is working in his favor, because if a white coach did that, we would certainly say that he was missing the bigger issue.
All right, well, let me tell you this.
Could he do it in a better way?
First of all, that's a great question. Here's an even better answer.
Go ahead, Stephen A.
He shouldn't give a damn. He shouldn't give a damn. Not about your question, not about my response, not about anybody. You know why? Because we're talking about the Miami Dolphins. What the hell have you done? What the hell have you done? Try something. What have you done? When have the Miami Dolphins been relevant? The last time we saw them in the postseason, they were getting shellacked by the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? Let's understand something here. The Dolphins haven't done enough winning for us to be choosy about the method. And let's take into account. I'm going to read the quote that Brian Flores said about Kenny Stills. It was a challenge to Kenny to perform regardless of whatever is going on outside. I would say, and I said this to him, he has not performed up to that level over the course of training camp or as I've seen. So that was the challenge, to get open, catch the football, and make plays for this team regardless of what's going on outside this building. I'm sorry. I don't know how much more clear you can be than that. Yo, bro, all of this noise. Because, this is what it makes me think about. I know that Eric Reed can play. But when I'm watching Eric Reed take the positions that he's taking against everybody else, when you're going to challenge Malcolm Jenkins on the football field, okay, because you were upset at his position, in terms of accusing him of co-opting the movement by getting the Players Coalition to make a deal with the National Football League, I'm also thinking, are you the player that Malcolm Jenkins is? I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just being rhetorical. When I'm seeing a Colin Kaepernick and taking his position, I'm also thinking about 3-16 in his last 19 starts and 1-10 specifically, although Chip Kelly was his coach, so he's to be forgiven because Chip Kelly can contaminate anything. And then we have this situation with Kenny Stills. Well, you've been in the league for 6 years. And in 6 years' time, you never have 1,000 yards a season. I know you can play. Kenny Stills is not a scrub. But what Brian Flores is saying is you need to perform. And, oh, by the way, who is Brian Flores? Where did he come from? Not only the New England Patriots, but they're in the same division as you, and they've been spanking your butt for years. And by the way, step up and get it done.
I have no problem with that. Answer Roz's question. I want to answer your question, Roz. The answer as to could a white coach get away with the same thing without explaining himself more is no. And for those who would say, aha, it's reverse racism, it's a double standard, it's the most idiotic position one could take. Look, 400 years of systemic oppression means that if you're saying, well, skin color is giving him cover to behave in a way that a white guy couldn't. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. And anyone who really has a problem with that has issues that go beyond, football.
And I appreciate that. And actually for me, and I think you don't even have to be a sports fan. When I heard about this issue, it struck a deep chord for me. I wouldn't have liked it if a white coach did this, and I don't really like it that a black coach did it. I think it helped me feel like, okay, but I don't mind him challenging his athlete to be better, but I don't like the method. What he did was he could have called him to the side and said, hey, let's watch video. Hey, let's work on plays. Hey, I want to challenge you. You're not playing well enough. You know what? But instead, he took an issue that is worldwide. This issue is, you don't even got to be a sports fan to understand that this
Jay's got a lot of good music,
people,
though,
and
Roz.
You know what I'm saying? But people are really, it strikes a nerve with people, and you've belittled it. You've confronted it and made it a football issue, which is this small to that. That's just how I feel. You can see. Thank you. Thank you, Max.
You're wrong. I say so respectfully.
Speak to me.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. I have watched you do an exceptional job covering sports, and in particular the NBA, for years. We constantly have been confronted by situations that we may not necessarily like, and we let that bad boy go. The second the results appear to be something that has exceeded expectations. We are looking at a Miami Dolphins squad that's tried every other way. Don't get it done. We have a coach who's from Brooklyn, who sat up there and looks at a guy right now who he believes is underproducing underachieving. And what he is saying is, excuse me, I'm going to push your buttons. You're saying to me, you don't like it. And I'm saying to you, part of the problem with the Miami Dolphins and most teams in the NFL may be the fact that we're paying attention to what the hell players like instead of who gets it done. That's the point.
No, I think
what
you're responding to, if I may, I think what you're responding to is the power dynamic. Like, this is a big, important issue. It's an emotional issue, and it has social and global significance. And here, coach is trivializing it. And not only that, but there's a power imbalance because he's coach. He's saying, this is the way it is. This is what the powers that be say. And now you have to deal with it tough, right? On the one hand, that's true. And this ties into the other point. If he were a white coach, could he do it? But Brian Flores is saying, in fact, my experience privileges me to use this in this way, in a way maybe someone else couldn't.
Okay.
Now, again, I think Roz clearly got that. It's whether or not she likes it or not. And I'm saying when you're
don't have to like it.
And I'm saying when you're in that position, the Miami Dolphins, your history. I mean, when you ain't winning and you ain't getting the job done, excuse me, I have the license and the latitude to engage in any mechanism I damn well choose at that particular moment in time to get the desired result.
But Roz is sitting here, you just don't like the way it feels, period.
You don't like the way it feels. And I'm saying, I hope he didn't like it. I hope he was uncomfortable. It doesn't bother me at all because people who don't get the job done don't need to be comfortable.
Does it make you feel better that he went back at him with Nas?
I think that was clever, and I also think he had the space to do that.
It didn't work.
It happened in his locker room, in his space that he belongs in. I mean, coach did this blaring during practice for everyone to hear. It was a public embarrassment, even if you want to go that far. I mean, we're probably making it a bigger deal than it is. I just think coaches need to bring the best out of their players, and that may differ from player to player. The best coaches can do that, and method matters.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.